Hi everybody, Sarah here. Sorry to be coming to you under these circumstances, but let's forget about the V word or the C word, and let's do something fun we could all do at home, just to get us into the swing of doing a bit of art, a bit of drawing and painting. Well, this is the first demo I'm trying out, so bear with me because I just need to get the lighting right and the distance, and I've got a bit of hay fever, so if I sound a bit sniffy, that's why. I picked a lovely bunch of garden flowers, a bit of a mixture here. Get yourself a nice little bunch of flowers with a few leaves. I put this in an egg cup. Just get a nice little vase of flowers or a pot plant. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. We're just going to do a fun exercise of drawing with a cardboard box. So I've taped my watercolour paper down just at the sides. We're not wetting it overly, so it doesn't really need to be stretched. I've got some simple watercolour paints, poster paints, whatever you've got at hand. Acrylics even, just water them down. Just use what you've got. And I've mixed up lots of different shades for my picture. Some purples, lots of greens. So I'm all ready to go. I've got an 8B pencil. You use a 2B. I don't mind the pencil showing, but this is just a bit darker so you can see what I'm doing. So I cut a hole in the box so it covers my paper, but I'm lifting it slightly so my pencil doesn't touch the top, and I can see the flowers I'm going to draw underneath. Now I've already done the drawing, so you don't have to sit and watch a cardboard box for 10 minutes. Basically, I've just covered my pencil. I can't see anything, but I can feel the paper, so I know that I'm drawing it in the middle of the paper, and just draw what you see. Try and move your hand so that you don't just get a load of squiggles on top of each other. I mean, you will get some squiggles on top of each other, but it doesn't really matter. And it's just a fun way of taking the pressure off. Ooh, that's a beautiful bird singing there. Yeah, it takes the pressure off really, overly studying what you're drawing and trying to get everything perfect. Just draw what you see. Take your time, go round each petal, and when you've done one flower, move your hand and draw another one, and move your hand up to draw higher leaves. When it comes to the little pot, just take your time, just do your ellipses and it won't be perfect. We're not looking for perfection, we're looking for a lovely picture, a lovely composition, and it will be quite random, but the lines will be lovely because they are random. Put some pressure on some parts and lighter pressure on others. And there you can see my drawing. It looks like a load of squiggles, which it is a load of squiggles, but you should be able to see the outlines of some of the flowers. So you really just get some paint on there, and do some nice light washes first. I'll start there. So these ones are purpley, a bit reddy, and red and purple, and just look at what you think are leaves and petals. And it's just a really lovely way of creating a pretty picture. Try and work down the page so you're not going to smudge everything. I've got a lovely leaf coming in here. As I say, I hope this demo works, because then we can do lots more. It's just getting the lighting right, and it's quite bright in the studio, so the light's reflecting off the white paper, and it's sort of bleaching it. Anyway, I'm not going to do the whole thing in front of you, so I'll switch the camera off and carry on and come back in 2 secs. Okay, so I've painted in most of my flowers, and now I'm going to add some darker greens to give it a little bit of depth. I've mixed some nice sort of bluey greens just to cover some of the leaves, give it a few shadows. I think you'll find it's a really enjoyable way of painting, taking that pressure off you to have everything so perfect and exact. A bit of orange in the middle of these little primulas. Now when it comes to the little cup, I've got a blue stripe going round. My stripes aren't exactly perfect, but that's the sort of quirkiness of the picture. The lights, my light is coming from this way, so I'm going to put the darker blue on this side and a tiny bit of shadow at the bottom just to set it on the table rather than it just be floating around in the air. A little shading down this side. You can do it wet on wet or wet on dry. But remember, it's watercolour, so we want it to look watercolour-y. A bit of darker, really dark green. Oh dear, now look, that's gone wrong, get rid of that. This needs to be a bit drier. You know, you start with your lighter colours and then add layers. Just keep looking and seeing how the shadows sit. That's a rather pretty little picture, I think. Probably leave it to dry and then come back to it and maybe add a little bit more, but it's quick, it's delicious, lovely colours, very fresh, and I didn't get stressed out doing it because I'm trying to be perfect. I know, I've just noticed a tiny little bit more orange in the middle of that. Anyway, have a go, try and find a box that will fit your pencil under, and I think you'll find it a nice way of painting. Okay, thanks for watching.